Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Jada Bailey, the Mindful Mage, and happy Witchy Wednesday. And yes, I am sitting here lounging around in my pajamas. Do not judge me, okay? I had every intention on going out, but I don't know if you can see, but it's snowing. Yep, it's snowing in Texas. Half the reason I moved here was to escape this kind of weather, and here it is, snowing. Yay. So today's video will be about all the things that every beginner witch needs to get started in their witchy practice. Or, again, I won't say needs, but it's nice to have them. They come in handy. All the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities, all the good stuff, okay? That you don't even have to leave the house for. Most of the stuff you probably already have laying around in your home. Starting with the kitchen stuff, okay? Herbs, fruits, water, oils, salt. Salt is a big one. Salt is your best friend in witchcraft. It does everything from cleansing to banishing to protection and boundaries. Salt. Salt is a must. So get all the salt. All the salt, all of it. You can use all of these easily spotted household kitchen items in your practice. You can use herbs. Different herbs have all types of correspondences. Water is another very important thing in any witch's practice because obviously it represents the element of water. Salt represents the element of earth. Both of them go a very long way in a great deal of spells. The next thing will be candles. Most people already have candles on hand at home, whether you just like the smell of them or you have them for backup in case there's a power outage, whatever. Most people already have candles. And if you don't, you can always go and get tea candles, okay? They're super cheap. They're usually sold in bulk, like a bulk pack of like 20 or 100 little tin tea candles. You can get them in whatever color you can find them in. Usually they come in white, which is perfect because white can be used for anything. It's totally adaptable like clear quartz. So you can use it for any spell. Pen and paper. Another much overlooked but very important why can I not speak English today? Another very important part of witchcraft, pen and paper. You can use the paper to make little paper puppet dolls. You can use the paper to make little charm bags, which you keep your herbs and some crystals and whatever you want to keep in it. Fold it up, tape it up. There you go. You got yourself a charm bag. You can use the paper obviously to create and write sigils. You can use it to write down your intentions for your spell work. Fold it however you will, turn it clockwise and burn it or bury it or keep it in the jar, whatever you want to do with that. Journals and notebooks, you can use those as sort of like a junk grimoire or a junk book of shadows. If you have some laying around, you can write your spells, your tarot readings, the things you learn, stuff of that nature. Keep that all in your junk grimoire or your junk journals. And then you can transfer that knowledge to your actual physical, beautiful, pretty, super done up personal grimoire. This one I cannot stress enough. Jars, okay? Yeah, just regular jars that you get your pickles in or your bottles of iced tea or spaghetti sauce or whatever. Jars, once you've used the products that come in them, wash them out, remove the labels, and you can use them for anything. You can use them to create spell jars to leave in your room or at your door or on your altar. You can use them to store your herb mixes. See, I don't know what's happening. My brain is melting. I don't know. You can use them to stir. Jesus, help me. You can use them to store your herbal mixes. Finally, thank you. You can use them to hold or make anointing oils. You can use them for your apothecary collection. You can use them for whatever, but they come in handy. They are so convenient to have around because somehow, some way, you always need them. So jars, especially the ones with lids and metal lids, are best, I think. You can even use them to make candles. So yeah. Mirrors. I don't know a single person that doesn't have at least 5 mirrors in their home. Mirrors, okay? And they have always been associated with the supernatural, like a connection between realms sort of thing. So you can use them obviously for mirror magic. You can do reflection spells, self-reflection spells. You can use them for scrying and like so much more. Okay. Last but not least, color magic. Color magic. It's so complicated, but so simple. Color magic. You can use it in anything, for anything, and everything is capable of it. So your hair color, your outfit, your makeup look for the day, your eyeshadow look, whatever, your shoes, your blankets, color magic, even down to the foods you eat, you can incorporate color magic. Every color has a correspondence, right? So if you have nothing else and you want to create a spell, you can use pencil and paper and pick a few things of a specific color that corresponds to what the work that you're trying to do. Simple. Color magic. Easy. Okay, so for things you might not have at home already, but can get easily enough and don't cost too much, boxes. I think everybody should have like shoe boxes at least, but even if you don't, you can go to any craft store and get like cute little boxes that are very inexpensive, and you can use these boxes to serve just about any purpose. You can use them for a traveling altar. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one or know what an altar is yet. If not, I'll make a video about that soon in the future. But you can use it to carry things that are closest to you, your favorite crystals, candles, a little spell book, perhaps whatever you really want to keep on it that's meaningful to you. Usually there's an idol of something reminiscent of your faith. So like if you have like a little cross or a little picture of Jesus or a little statue of Jesus or whatever, Now, what you can also get at a craft store or a metaphysical store, sometimes even the dollar store, are these colored candles, these stick candles. I got these from a metaphysical shop. They were super cheap. I think each one cost me about 50 cents, maybe 25, 50 cents. I don't know. But I got them in all sorts of colors because, again, color magic and candle magic. Cheap, super cheap, but very powerful still. And next up would be rope or twine. You can use this to do knot magic. It's not something I'm very great at thus far, but you can also use these to seal any of your spell jars, to bind, if you're doing any binding spells, especially if you're using poppets. and you have any that represent yourself or somebody else, if you want to do a binding spell, you can use it for that. It has many purposes. And twine you can find sometimes at the grocery store, definitely at any craft store, even at the dollar store. The dollar store actually has low-key a lot of witchy stuff. Like, I think I'm gonna do a dollar store haul too in the future. Jot that down. And what you can also find at the dollar store are these little glass vials. And I use these to keep my little flecks or pieces of crystal in. Don't know if you can see that. And I also use it to keep like little herbs and stuff. These are cloves. So you can find these little glass jars at the dollar store or at the craft store, or maybe at a metaphysical store. I haven't seen them there, but I think they'd be cheaper at the dollar store anyway, because I got a case of about 10 of these from the dollar store. Yeah, so those. And finally and lastly, I already did a video on crystals, but yeah, crystals are all in all just something wonderful to have, and the longer you're in your practice, the more you end up collecting. So don't feel any need or rush to go out and buy as many as you can find, because that can get very expensive, and you can find them online. There are starter packs on Amazon that aren't very expensive. You can find them at any metaphysical shop. They're becoming more and more popular now, so you can also find them at craft stores. You can find them on Etsy. I would just recommend that when you are buying them, I would buy them from a metaphysical shop or a witch shop, or even like Etsy shops, just to make sure you know that they're like quality. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe if you have not done so already, so you can stay up to date on more content like this. Also, in the comment section, oh my God, I need a nap. Let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to see or would like me to make videos on, anything you'd like me to talk about. I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy to oblige, okay? Now, while I can still speak at least a little bit of English, I'm gonna bid you guys farewell, and I will see you next week. Bye.